Welcome back to the channel. What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to talk about 5 things I hate about the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. I do have my mini-me with me and we're going to get some errands done today. But the DJI Pocket 3, I've purchased it, I'll say about 4 or 5 months ago. And if you've been following this channel for a minute, most of my vlogs have been recorded on DJI Pocket 3. So don't get me wrong, even though this is a 5 things I hate about the camera, there's a lot of things I love about the camera. The DJI has a 1-inch, I think like a CMOS sensor. It can take 20 megapixel still photos. You can shoot up to 4K, 120 frames. The specs on it is actually a very good camera, especially for its size, and it's just pocketable, portable. It's not perfect, even though it's a very good camera. The 5 things I chose are really small in my opinion. They're a little bit of a nitpick in my opinion, but I do want to at least talk about a few things that if you're deciding on buying this camera, you want to vlog on it, you want to keep it as a main camera, things like that. Kind of what I ran into having it for about 4 or 5 months, especially using it almost every day. First thing I hate about this guy right here is how fragile it is. This thing, like I said, is on a gimbal, like I said. But by the way, I'm recording on a DJI Action 4, so I've been loving the DJI products so far. Because it's on a gimbal, this thing, you know, you don't want to drop this thing. You don't want to drop it. You don't want it to like tilt over. It don't feel as durable as a normal camera. So because of that, you probably gotta be careful when you use this thing, or when you're gonna use it, or where you're gonna use it. If you accidentally drop this thing, there's a high chance you can break this thing. I haven't dropped it. Have I dropped it? I think I dropped it once, but in the case. This is the case it comes with. So it's like one side open, one side closed. And it's cool because you can store different lenses inside the case. And the lenses are magnetic, which is cool. This is with it off, and then when you open the screen like that, it'll twirl and turn on. I do have an ND filter on it right now because I do shoot in, I think it's D-Log. Sometimes when I'm out recording, especially outside, my background can get blown out, so the ND filter kind of help put a little sunglass on it. But the quality of this thing is so good, so good. But yeah, I just hate how fragile it is. That's why I have the Action Cam 4, because sometimes if I'm somewhere, let's say, I don't know, I want to record and I'm just driving hard, like I'm go-karting, I'm mountain biking, something like that, I would never bring this thing to record. I will probably do the Action 4 because it's more easier to have, peace of mind. This is more for just, I'm holding the camera right now, but let's say I put the camera down, I'm talking to the camera, I have it on the tripod or something like that. I'll mostly have this, or I'm out and about, I'm vlogging, but I'm not doing nothing crazy. Number 2, I guess this should consider a little bit number 1, but it's still a separate thing. This is not water resistant, it's not wind resistant, it's not sand resistant. You do not want to get this thing wet. You do not want to have this thing tip over in the sand and the dirt. It's not resistant to any of that stuff. So it kind of adds into it being fragile, but fragile is more about breaking. You know, resistant is more about getting water into it, or just you're outside in the elements and you're vlogging and it's raining or something like that. You most likely don't want this thing outside. Number 3, now, like I said, these are nitpicking things, but you see how the camera, like I said, is much longer. So I did buy the content creator, is it content? I think it's a content creator package kit, where it comes with, it don't come with this case, with a pouch, it don't come with this case. I bought this case off of Amazon and it fits everything for this package exactly. So it comes with a DJI mic. I'm actually using this mic with my Action 4 because they're compatible, but it comes with this guy. It comes with this piece right here. So if you want to put a tripod on there or any type of accessory, you have to snap this thing first, and then you put the accessory, screw it into there. There's no removable battery in this guy, so the battery is built in. But the kit that I got also comes with an extra battery, and this comes in handy. But when you do plug this in, look how long it gets. So my number 3 is how long this thing gets when you have accessories. It kind of get annoying because if this is in your pocket, it's sticking out your pocket. But this is the battery charger. So let's say you want the battery charger and you want the little tripod on here. Look. Look how long. It's like nunchucks. Look at a little nightstick. I might as well have like a walking cane with this thing. So look how, like, I don't know if the Action 4 can show how long this thing is, but this thing is super long. So I kind of don't like that, but you know what? I make it work. It is what it is. But you have that piece. And what's cool with the charger is there's a USB port in the back too. So you don't have to worry about plugging at the bottom. It plugs into the back. And everything comes off. You push the button, it comes off, and everything just snaps. One thing I love about DJI is all their accessories, even with the Action 4 I'm using, the connections is very smooth and precise and super easy to use. So let's say I put this thing in the case, right? Let's say I'm not using it. I put this thing in the case. look how much longer it is out the case. You know, so like without the accessory, this is fine, you know, and even if I put the tripod on it by itself, it's still pretty, oh, I can't, so you can't put the tripod directly into there. I already made that mistake. You have to put this piece in there first, then you can screw in your accessory. I was just talking about this. But yeah, in the case, look how long it is. Crazy. So yeah, so let's say you have shorts on and you have this thing and it's super long, it's most likely gonna fall at your shorts because it's so long. And it makes carrying a pocket just not as easy as it should be because it's such a small camera. But I feel like that's the design they had to go with for this to work, and it works. It's actually pretty cool. But that's just one thing I dislike. It's just like how long it gets with accessories on it. But to show you guys the kit, look how perfect it fits everything. So you have the camera itself with the case, it fits in there. You have your accessory adapter. You do have your extra battery bank, that's a charger, and then your tripod legs looking thing, and then the microphone I'm using right now fits right in here. The case also comes with this little zipper here. You can put like chargers, and I have actually all my additional ND filters. Like I said, I'm using this one. And you can put all types of accessories in there. It's like a super nice case because the case that comes with this creator kit is like a pouch, and it's really small. And like even this thing is soft, but it's pretty hard on the outside to help protect your things. I just felt like the pouch wasn't as convenient as something like this. Number 4. So the fourth thing I dislike about the Pocket 3 is when you close it, of course you can, oh gosh, I mean turn off. When you flip it closed, it turns off. They give you 3 seconds to keep it running when it's sideways. There we go. So when you go portrait mode, it goes to 3K resolution. You probably saw that. I'm gonna redo it again. So boom, boom, hit continue. When it switches to vertical, it's 3K only. I get why, but it would have been nice. It would be nice to still get 4K because I record all my videos in 4K. This is in 4K. And if you go vertical with the Pocket 3, it's only 3K. Now, some people have found a way to go vertical without actually going vertical in this mode. You have to do something where you flip this thing a certain way and you record, I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to do all of that, you know, I just wanna go vertical, just go vertical. It's okay though, because most of my vertical content is either from my phone or from this Action 4, so it is what it is, but it would be nice to have 4K with this guy, but it is what it is. Number 5, now I feel like this one I've noticed the most. So with the Pocket 3, right? Let's pretend you're out and about, you know, something comes up, you wanna quickly vlog it, right? This is the issue I have into. Let's pretend I'm driving and I see an NSX. I'm like, oh, I want to quickly take a picture, make a video. Take this thing out, it's still in the case. I whip it out of the case, and then I gotta turn it, and I wait for it to turn on, and then I hit record. By the time I did all of that just now, I missed a shot, I missed a picture. So this is not something you put in your pocket and you just whip out and hit record. When I had my, I had a few cameras. So I had a Sony ZV-1 and a Sony ZV-E10. When I was vlogging those cameras, or when I was vlogging on my phone, if something happened, I can quickly whip it out, boom, hit record. Like my phone, I whip it in my pocket, I hit record, I can get it right then and there. There's no wait time. Because this thing is so fragile, you don't want to rush it, and it takes a minute to turn on from off. One thing I can do too is when it's off, I can hit record and it will turn on like that. But still, you know, if it's, because you're not putting this in your pocket like this. You're gonna be too worried about breaking the gimbal. So this is gonna be in the case anyways. And the case is not one of those things where you can use it in the case. Like if you buy a normal camera, you have a case around the camera, you still can whip it out, do what you gotta do. You know, like there's no delay. This thing adds a few seconds because of how fragile it is. Like I said, of number 1, it's just not convenient to get a quick clip. So you can't rely on this if you know, something happened and it's not planned and you just need to get a footage, you need to get a shot. It takes some time to get this thing ready. So those few seconds can, like I said, cost you a shot, cost you a picture, cost you a video. Don't get me wrong, this thing is still a good daily. Like look, I'm holding this thing. Like this thing is so tiny. You know, if you want to vlog, you don't have to worry about having a big camera and people looking at you while you're vlogging if you're worried about that. And even that, like, so I have it facing me. I can rotate the camera to face you. I hit 3 times. You can change the speed of the gimbal, but it's just not one of those things where it's just like that. Don't worry about that. I have a teething baby in the background. At the end of the day, this is a very good camera. You know, it got good ISO range, good dynamic range. It has D-Log in there if you want to record in RAW and go ahead and color grade it. It's a good camera if you use a micro SD card, and I think you can do up to, you slap me. You just slap me. You can use up to 512 gigabytes of storage. It's a perfect, I think, vlogging camera. If you want to take pictures, pictures is okay. 20 megapixels is okay. I mean, I think you can get a camera with better megapixels than that. But if you need to just quickly take a picture, but it's mostly your recording, then the battery life is like excellent. I think it's up to 140 minutes or something like that. And the charging on it is super quick. Charge time is like 90 minutes or something like that. Like, it charges really fast. This thing, it's a game changer. I ain't gonna front. You can't grab the microphone, sir. What are you doing? You can't do that. You can't. He see the fuzzy and losing his mind. Look at him trying to grab it. You can't do that. But yeah, this thing been my daily for the last few months. It's a very good camera, especially when you're traveling. If you want to have a big camera with you, pack it up. This thing, put in a little case, put in your pocket. You're good to go. 2-inch display on there as well too, which is nice. The Pocket 2 didn't have a rotating screen like this, and it wasn't a 2-inch display too. It was a smaller display. USB-C charging, Wi-Fi, uses Bluetooth. What more can you ask for a Pocket 3? Those are the 5 things I hate about the DJI Pocket 3. And because this is not something I can just quickly whip out, or, I can throw it in my pocket, record, throw it somewhere, it's not as durable. I will have another camera I'm gonna use as a daily as well. I don't know why I used to keep trying to grab my microphone. But in the meantime though, for the travels, or like if I'm not doing too much, I will definitely carry this guy around. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.